Good afternoon and welcome to the Working from Home Survival Guide webinar. Also welcome to my dining room. My name's Tom Jeffrey. I'm one of the education and media technicians here at CaseWare UK. I'm also joined by Jack Holloway, one of our EMT
Hello.
consultants. We thought we'd bring you a short webinar today just to give you some guidance and some reassurance around getting the support that you need while you're using CaseWare from home during this challenging time. Please feel free to say hi and let us know where you're from in the chat facility in the GoToWebinar control panel. We'd love to hear from you. If you've got any comments or anything, any feedback, any ideas that you'd like to pop in there as well, then please do so. You can also use the question field. We won't be using the hand raising feature. It's quite a lot of you today. So if you can use the question field to pop your questions in there, we'll get back to you as soon as we can. We're also going to be doing a Q&A session at the end, time permitting. And we'll also produce a Q&A document, which you'll be able to see on the knowledge base when we publish the webinar. We've got a couple of polls during the webinar as well. The first one will be coming up in a few moments, shortly after I hand over to Jack. So I'm going to hide my face now because you're probably fed up of looking at me already. So I'll hand you over to Jack.
Thank you, Tom. Hi, everyone. Yeah, we hope you're all well in this situation. It's obviously a tough time for everyone. And today we're just here to try and show you, if you're using CaseWare at home, how to best get hold of the support services. And also to show you a little bit about CaseWare knowledge base, which some of you might not have seen yet. And we're also today, for any colleagues that haven't been able to make the webinar, there are a couple of handouts on this webinar where you can share that with them and get the key points and tips to them about working from home. Do add your comments to the chat facility, as Tom said, for any ideas of future webinar content. The reason for that is we're just trying to get ideas while you guys are at home so that we can help you out as best we can and not leave you high and dry while you're on your own and maybe don't have the internal support inside your own firms that you normally have. Okay. Before we start, we'd just like to run a quick poll to get an idea of how you would usually access support if everything was running normally. We're just going to set that out now. So if you wouldn't mind answering that, that would be great. If you usually get your support from social media or from colleagues, as I mentioned, then if you could select other, that would be wonderful. Just give you guys a few more moments. Okay. So cool was the overwhelming popular vote there. So that's good news. There is still a lot of our team working at home who have virtual phones set up. So when you call them, they're still available. And that's still accessible for everyone, as I said, because they're all available working from home. If you dial the usual number on support, it will basically go through to a soft phone system which rings everyone's mobile at once. So one of them will be able to help you there. Okay. We're just going to show you a short video now, followed by a question and answer session after that. So if you guys want to just watch along for a few minutes, and then we'll come back for some questions. See you shortly.
The CaseWare Knowledge Base is an online portal that allows you to access articles and helpful information written by support and the education and media team. Outside of the technical support hours, you can visit the CaseWare Knowledge Base and still get the guidance you need to help you complete your work. The Knowledge Base is available 24/7 for users to get help with queries and is updated regularly for the most common questions the support team receive. You can sign up to the Knowledge Base for free if you're linked to one of our clients. If you're a new user, go to kb.caseware.co.uk/login to register. Here, simply enter your details and click Submit. You can also receive alerts when new knowledge base articles are written by subscribing here. Once you've signed up, you will receive an email from our support team giving you access to thousands of articles relating to CaseWare products. When you sign into the knowledge base, you will come to the KB home screen. You can use the search function to find specific articles relating to the issues that you are having. For new users, we've created Getting Started guides so that the basics can be learned before additional training has taken place. Simply search Getting Started Guide and select the relevant product, and then click Again for the full interactive course. These guides are available for CaseWare Working Papers, Accounts Advanced, Audit Advanced, Corporation Tax, Cloud Audit, Cloud UK Disclosure, UK Extend, Note Builder Advanced, and Smart Engagement. For existing users that are now working from home, the knowledge base may be more useful than ever for you to keep up with the latest ePacks containing functional and technical updates. The knowledge base has all of the latest downloads here for users to install. Search ePacks and click on the latest downloads to see the most up-to-date versions available. There is also an article available showing you how to check what ePack levels you currently have installed. If you are having issues that you cannot resolve through the knowledge base articles, you can rest assured that our support team has been working remotely for some weeks and helping many of our clients from home. You can get in touch with support during the regular hours in the following ways. You can access the live chat feature on CaseWare Knowledge Base by clicking on the blue speech bubble. And you will receive help from a member of our team in the usual way. You can also email support with any queries if they are out of hours on support@caseware.co.uk. You can still call support on the usual number. Finally, you can also access webinars broadcast by the Education and Media team and the product managers within the knowledge base under webinars. These are useful for more in-depth tips for any new users or existing users who need to brush things up. Thank you all for listening.
Thanks, everyone. Just a quick hello to John in Surrey, who says he's enjoying his webinar from his new home office today, and a hello to Anna in Slough. So that you're all aware, we have the following webinars coming up. We would like to see which other areas you guys would like webinars on while you're at home, as I mentioned earlier. So if you could answer the following poll and add any other ideas to the chat that aren't on our list here. So yeah, just anything that you guys want to see in the next few weeks while you're on your own. Okay. So we can so Accounts Advanced Editing Hits and Tips. We'll certainly plan some of those in the next few weeks. And RxBRL manual tagging. I know there's obviously a lot of people who have got some slightly different tasks at home and slightly more free time to go through and work out how everything needs to be tagged for accounts that are ready to go. So we'll certainly get them sorted for you as well. Okay. Now, we also have a range of free e-courses at the moment for our cloud products to help all of you that are working remotely. And additionally, the free period on our cloud audit e-course has now been extended. Okay, so that's there to help you as well. I'll pass you back to Tom now and do my best to answer all of your questions in the Q&A. And any we don't have time for today, I'll answer by email after the session.
Thanks, Jack. Me again. So we did have some questions come through that we can go through with Jack on his screen. We'll switch over in a moment. I think we've got a good one that's a good one to start off to kick us off, which is how do I register for the knowledge base? So Jack, I'll just make you presenter and you can show everybody how to do that.
Okay. So on the knowledge base here, what you need to do to register, if I just come out of my account, on the front screen here, when you turn up to kb.caseware.co.uk, you have this register button there. If you click on that, you'll fill in your details there. What that will do is that will send a request off to our support team who will add your account. Obviously, you have to be connected to one of our clients to add yourself here. And they will then set you up and you'll be ready to go. And once you're in there, you can get into our knowledge base. I'd advise doing this sooner rather than later because you don't want to end up in a situation where it's out of hours and then you have to try and get an account set up because there might not be anyone there, obviously, if you do email out of hours.
Excellent. So feeding into the next question, once I'm signed up to the knowledge base and I'm looking at an article, can I share that with a colleague?
Yes, you can. If I search any article here, when you go into an article on knowledge base, if you scroll down to the bottom of that article, there is this big blue box there, and you can email article to a friend. Now, once you're there, all you need to do is add their name and their email, and that will send that article to one of your colleagues. So, for example, if you know someone's struggling with a cash flow, then you can, and you know there's an article available for that, you can come onto here and email that to them.
Okay, so we've got a question about getting started guides. Actually, we've had a question from Phil about getting started guides and how to find them, but we have got a couple of questions about getting started guides. First of all, what is the difference between a getting started guide and an e-course?
Okay, so a getting started guide is sort of the minimum requirement or the minimum sort of things that you need to know about a product to get started on it. So if I go to a getting started guide just by searching here, these will give you just the sort of basics. So very, very high level, how to create a file, things like that. And it will be a very, very high level set of tips basically to get you started. An e-course is more structured training where normally it will take sort of 2 to 3 hours to get through one of our e-courses, and once you're through them, you'll obviously have a lot more knowledge than you would from just the quick hints and tips here.
Okay, and once the user has completed their e-course, will they receive a certificate?
Yes, they will. So you get a certificate once you've completed one of our e-courses. As a standard, it just goes through our learning management system and then you get a certificate sent out to you by PDF. Excellent.
So that's the sort of covering those two questions. In terms of getting started, guys, we've just popped back to cover a specific question about an audit advanced getting started guide for somebody who's struggling there. That will also answer Phil's question about how you find them. So if we could just have a look at that one.
So, sorry, the specific question
was, sorry, I'm struggling with audit advanced. Is there a getting started guide?
Okay, yeah. So getting started, audit advanced, you say, Tom, yeah?
That's right, yeah.
So there is a getting started guide for audit advanced there. When you get to this page, if you click there for the full interactive user guide, again, as we just went through for accounts, this will give you the hints and tips you need to get started. And again, we take you through importing, mapping, different work programs. So yeah, it's all there handy for you if you need it.
Okay,
Hope that answers
thanks,
your
Jack.
question, Phil.
We're actually out of time, unfortunately, for the other questions, but don't worry, if you did submit a question, we didn't answer it, we'll get back to you directly with an answer. We'll also put those onto the Q&A document, which will generate, that will accompany the recording of the webinar on the knowledge base. Please share that with any colleagues that weren't able to attend the live session using the method that we showed you earlier. Also refer to the couple of handouts that are in the control panel. We did have some feedback from a couple of people during the video section that you couldn't hear the audio. So not sure why that was, but as you say, there'll be a recording of the webinar on the knowledge base. You'll be notified when that is available. So that really brings us to the end of the broadcast today. Thank you for bearing with us. This is a new experience for us. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. So take care, and we'll see you soon.